Well,
right
there
now.
are many heroes to honor this morning, and Marine First Lieutenant Travis Manion is one of them. He was killed by an enemy sniper in Iraq in April 2007 while saving his wounded teammates. A foundation was started in his memory, and now it's one of the nation's leading veteran service organizations. This morning, the nonprofit is racing in remembrance of the lives lost on 9/11. I want to welcome in Travis's sister and foundation president, Ryan Manion, to talk about this race. Hey, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And, I want to thank your brother for his service. Tell us about your brother, Travis, and what today would mean to him.
Well, my brother was a midshipman at the United States Naval Academy on September 11, 2001. And when Travis entered into the Naval Academy, we were at a peaceful time in our nation's history, and very quickly that all changed. And he was a young man, along with his fellow brothers and sisters at the Naval Academy, that knew as soon as they were leaving, they were headed off to war. So it became very real for my family that the effects of 9/11 were going to play a role in what my brother was going to eventually do. And he did 2 tours in Iraq, and like you said, was killed during his second tour of duty while pulling to safety 2 of his wounded teammates.
And Ryan, one of the reasons I highlight that is because I think it's important for people at home to know that the men and women who have served in active combat, doing not 1 but 2 deployments, really have gone above and beyond, and they deserve to be recognized for that sacrifice, because I think it just takes a special type of person to have that level of commitment to service and country and swearing that oath. Before his final deployment, Travis visited the New York Fire Department Rescue Company 1, a group known for losing almost all members on 9/11. Tell us about what that visit meant to him and what stuck with him the most, and with you.
It was really important to Travis that he went up to pay his respects to the brave firefighters that gave their lives on September 11, 2001. And he visited Rescue 1 with a Marine buddy of his. And he said they just stopped in to say hello and thank them for their service, and they wouldn't let them leave. They spent the whole day there. They cooked for them. They ate with them. And when he left that fire department, one of the firefighters gave him a hat, and on the back it said 9/11 never forget. And he gave that hat to my dad before he left for Iraq. And he said, "Dad, wear this hat while I'm gone. Remember, this is what we're fighting for." So, 9/11 was super important to him, was important to him as it was to all of us. And, they went over there knowing that they were defending the actions that took place that day and fighting ultimately for our freedoms.
Ryan, I have less than 30 seconds. Can you tell us what you want people to take away from all of this today?
I think, like you said, today is a day, 22 years later, we made a commitment to never forget. And I think it's really important that we honor that commitment by getting out, by being in our communities, by remembering the lives and the names of the lives that were given on this day, and honoring those sacrifices.
Ryan Manion, thank you so much for joining us this morning and the meaningful work that you do in your brother's name. Ryan, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Eternally indebted to them, the military, forever. Still alive.